Ghidorah. What's it called again?
Oh, Godzilla King of the Monsters?
Yeah. Or is that even the new... No, there's what's the one with King Kong? Is that one out yet?
I'm pretty sure it's just called Godzilla vs. Kong.
Is that one out yet?
Yes, it came out like months ago.
Oh, it did? Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Was it good?
I liked it.
Really?
It was
Wait, but who won?
It was a smidge short from my liking, but like...
Because if it's not Godzilla, I'm going to be really mad.
No one wins.
Oh, that's stupid.
Well, hold on.
Like...
I gotta correct the record. No one wins and both win at the same time.
Yeah, okay, I hate it. Like, if you're going to... Do they do that stupid thing where they start fighting and then a bigger threat shows up at the end of the movie and they gotta team up to take it out? Is that like what happens? Oh my god. I hate that, like, it's like, oh my god.
I can neither confirm nor deny any allegation
Witness the most epic fight ever. Godzilla versus... It's like if you pay to go see, like an MMA fight, right?
Yep.
Whatever. And then, instead of fighting, they just, like... get married, like in the ring. That's the equivalent of that, right? It's like,
hi guys, we're back.
No, it's like, no, you want to see Godzilla fight King Kong. You don't want to see them team up.
Hi, Legendary. What's up?
The only reason why
Noah, how are you, buddy? Yeah, it's been too long. How's everybody doing in the chat? Thanks, guys, stopping by. Appreciate it.
Okay, ask them who would win between Godzilla and King Kong.
Guys,
it's obviously Godzilla.
Godzilla versus Kong in the chat. Can we get Godzilla versus Kong in the chat? Wait, hold on. Can I start a poll? Yo, I'll start a poll right now. What? Oh, we got a poll. We're doing a poll.
Who wins? How tall is he? I think he's 90 meters.
Hold on.
Can we use Godzilla Earth here, or which Godzilla? Can we use the legendary Godzilla? I think. That's
question. Sorry guys, we're gonna get to Star Wars stuff. Give us a second.
No, it's okay. We'll get there. Just. Oh wait, can they hear us?
They should be able to.
Can you hear us?
Oh, let's do this. Let's do 5 minutes to vote, shall we?
So
start poll.
Wait, but I got to inform the voters.
Okay, there's a poll in the chat. They can hear us. Legendary, you don't mean Chrono Dran? Yes, Chrono Dran in the chat, everybody.
Okay, so who would win?
Hear us.
A 108-meter radioactive lizard who has atomic breath and has laid waste to Tokyo multiple times. Or a big monkey.
With an axe.
He has an axe? He's a monkey.
He has an axe.
Doesn't need an axe.
An axe made of the scale of Godzilla's ancestors.
What?
I'm shitting you.
How does that make sense? But Godzilla's one of a kind. He doesn't have ancestors.
No, apparently he has thousands of ancestors.
Oh my god. Is he like a kaiju now? Is that like his
Basically.
thing? I hate that. Okay, can I just say something? Look, say what you will about the 1998 Godzilla movie, but at least they got the origin story right with the whole like nuclear testing creates radioactive lizard thing. Like that's... Godzilla was originally supposed to be like this PSA essentially against nuclear weapons, right? Straight from the country who's had 2 of them dropped on them, right?
Yeah.
Like
rip Hiroshima, rip Nagasaki.
Like this is a franchise about the danger of nuclear weapons, and now they're just like, oh no, he's some mythical like big lizard guy, and he's been around for existence.
I don't know what kind of action that was, but I love it.
No,
please never stop doing it.
No, that is stupid. He is a radioactive lizard, and.
And that's the end of it.
How does he get an axe from the scale of his ancestors?
He takes like the back like spiky things on Godzilla's like neck and back.
Yeah.
He takes that with like a thing and it like fuses and it's an axe.
Fuses? Is he a magician?
No, like not fuses. I mean like
a warlock.
No, like the way like a welder fuses two like things.
So he knows how to weld now.
Basically, is what I'm trying to say.
A giant ape knows how to use welding.
Yes, that's correct.
What did he like?
Guys, back me up on this. Those who have seen Godzilla vs. Kong, you guys know that I'm telling the truth.
No, but is it like a tree trunk? Did he like weld it to? Like...
It's been a while since I've seen it, but like yeah, pretty much.
That's so stupid. They know he would have lost in a one-on-one fight, so they got to give him a giant axe as well.
Yeah,
and he still doesn't win.
That's correct. And by the way, it can deflect Godzilla's nuclear breath.
Okay, well I kind of get that if it like hits the scale part of it, but like still like. Come on.
But the thing is, in the thing, it's never used as an axe. Like, he hits Godzilla in the face but doesn't cut him. It's used more like a...
Like a blunt weapon?
Yeah, like a baseball bat to the face.
Why?
I
Also,
don't make the rules.
How big is King Kong in the movie? Like, is he around the same height as Godzilla?
He's about the same height as Godzilla.
Okay, that is stupid. Monkeys don't get that big, okay? Like...
Well, yeah, of course. Monkeys also don't grow to be 10 feet tall, but here we are. And lizards aren't supposed to be 70 feet tall.
Radioactive lizard, okay? And he's 300 feet tall.
Whatever. I get
that's
that.
only in one canon instance, okay?
Do you guys...
He's bigger and he's smaller.
Do you guys see what I'm dealing with on a daily basis? This is what I have to deal with.
Wait, what is the results of the poll?
It's not done yet. We have time left.
Oh, has anyone voted yet?
Yes, people have voted.
What does it look like so far?
I'm not
come on, you can't
I'm not
do
sharing.
that.
No, there's time left on the ticker. If you haven't voted, guys, go to the poll and vote.
Fine,
it's a good time.
If you don't vote for Godzilla, your opinion has been relegated to the inconsequential side of things forever. Like,
inconsequential,
yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen. We got some big words being thrown around.
Yeah. Jesus cries every time you vote for King Kong.
Jesus Jesus Christ! Wait, have you heard how you vote for Godzilla?
No, King Kong instead of Godzilla.
Oh, okay. Sorry, yeah. I heard this last part. I'm like, hold on, that doesn't.
No,
that doesn't make sense here. Either I'm deaf or you're inconsistent.
No, he has a tear he sheds a tear every time that happens.
You heard it here. You heard it from the atheist guys. Jesus cries every time you don't vote for Godzilla.
Yeah, Godzilla is the coolest.
Well, this is one way to start a Star Wars podcast, is a Godzilla versus Kong thing.
Yeah.
So, as many of you already know...
Wait, hold on. Is the poll done yet?
The poll is not done yet.
Well, don't segue into it until
okay, fine, I'll wait for the seg... Jesus.
How much longer is in the poll?
I don't know, probably another minute or so.
Okay.
We still have time.
So...
There's not much time.
So we just beat around the bush for a minute.
Yeah, exactly. It's called filler content. Since we're going to be talking about an anime, it only seems filling.
Yeah.
Or filling?
Austin, being a fan of Naruto, must be very familiar with it.
You mean a series where 75% of the episodes are filler? Absolutely.
Does Naruto have any beach episodes?
I think so, but I'm pretty sure I skipped all of them.
Why? Why would you? That's the best part.
Ladies and gentlemen, the poll has ended.
That's like going to school and then skipping the recess. Like
the poll has ended, and ladies and gentlemen,
oh god,
Godzilla won.
Yes.
100% of the vote.
Good. I'm proud of you guys. I'm so proud of you.
With two votes, Godzilla wins.
Thank you so much. You guys are amazing.
Guys, Monkey cries when you don't vote for him.
Well, who cares about Monkey? Go back to the zoo, Monkey.
Oh god.
Or whatever stupid island he's from. Skull Island?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Skull Island.
Does it look like a skull?
There are skulls on the island.
Wow, real creative, guys. Real creative, you know.
Okay.
We've devolved from naming stuff like Manhattan Island, now we just got Skull Island.
Why don't we just call it People Island?
Yeah,
because we have people on it.
Call it Dirt Island, because there's dirt, or Sand Island.
See, at least in the Peter Jackson one it made sense, because the island looks like a skull.
Yeah, yeah.
But this one, no, they have skulls. Skull Island.
I actually like the Peter Jackson movie. He fights the T-Rex.
Three T-Rexes!
Yeah. I remember I had the video game for that on GameCube as a kid. It was pretty hard.
Tell me what it's like to have a GameCube.
It was fun. I liked the GameCube. I think the controller was good. I mean, it wasn't as bad as the Nintendo 64 controller. Yep. It was still good. I just like the games. There are a lot of fun games on it, especially Star Wars games. There were so many good Star Wars games on the GameCube. Of course. And it actually has my favorite video game of all time. Ooh. That being Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy.
There you go, folks.
Yeah,
there you go.
That's my favorite video game ever. But yeah, you had Lego Star Wars 1, which is the prequels. Mm-hmm. Lego Star Wars 2, the greatest game of all time. You know, if you can like summarize humanity's like advancements on a timeline, you'd have like fire, Bronze Age, Iron Age. You'd have Lego Star Wars 2. Return of the Jedi in 1983, right? And then you have Lego Star Wars 2 in... Whoa, my boy Empire Strikes Back doesn't even get a mention? No, he's relegated to the sidelines. Ow! And then I think Lego Star Wars 2 was like 2004? Yeah. Ish, I think? Yeah. Well, because everything good happened in 2005. No, it had to be after 2005. Because Lego Star Wars 1 includes Revenge of the Sith, and that came out in 2005. That's true. So Lego Star Wars 2 was 2006, I think? Somewhere around there. But yeah, you had those two games. You had Star Wars Bounty Hunter with Jango Fett. You had Star Wars The Clone Wars. You had Star Wars Rogue Squadron 2. You had...
He's thinking, folks. There's literal steam coming out of his ears.
I'm trying to think of other good Star Wars games on there. But that's a pretty big list so far. And then you had others. You had Pokemon Colosseum. You had Super Mario Sunshine.
Oh, Pokemon Colosseum was the shit.
You had Pokemon, the sequel to that, Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness.
Yep, good stuff as well. Shadow Lugia.
Yeah, you had Luigi's Mansion, which I don't have, but I played and it's fun. You got... What else is good on there? There's a bunch of cool stuff. It's a good console. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it more than the Wii.
Solid console.
Yeah. The Wii is just kind of... Hey, I actually...
We still have the Wii. Like, I know that we don't have a camera on us right now, guys, and I'm working on that portion of the streaming, but there is literally a Wii not even 2 feet away from us right now.
No,
he's talking smack.
The Wii was actually my first console, and I actually...
Same.
Yeah, I first played GameCube games on the Wii before I even had a GameCube, because
I forgot you can play GameCube games on the Wii.
Yeah, because I didn't have like a lot of consoles as a kid. I had the Wii and I had a GameCube controller, and that was it, right? Yeah, and then I remember vividly the day that we got a GameCube itself. It was on sale at Toys R Us, because this was already like way after the GameCube's lifespan,
Toys
right?
R Us.
Yeah,
that's a name drop. Are they even still in business?
They
Toys
are.
R Us?
Not in the States, but they are in Canada still.
Okay.
Yeah.
With what, like the one?
No, there's a few.
There's one actually on the way to my school, actually.
There's one at Shareway, if that's one you're thinking of. There's one in Shareway.
Well, not that one, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, there's one at Shareway. There's one on Dorval in Oakville.
Right.
And there's a few others, but I know those two. Those
Fair
are
enough.
the big ones I know.
Fair enough.
I don't know if they know anything about this, but...
directions. But like when I was a kid, like all we had, like we didn't have consoles growing up. Like we basically, like, literally, same here. Like first console ever was the Wii, and we had like our gaming experience for the Wii was like Wii Sports, Sonic and Mario at the Olympic Winter Games.
I love that.
What else? Wii Fit that we used I think once. If you guys could see us right now, you'd understand why that's ironic. And. Shit, we had... Oh, I remember playing through... Do you remember the game Skylanders?
Yeah, I do.
With the giants before DLCs existed, the DLC basically. Mm-hmm. I remember playing this through with my younger brother. And it's actually... I'll say this. It's one of the fonder memories I have with my younger brother was playing Skylanders. He'd always want to play as one of the giants, and I'd play as that one character. What's his name? Trigger Happy?
Oh,
with the machine gun that shoots coins.
You're one of those kids.
I was such a Trigger Happy fan. It was so much fun.
The best Skylander, I forget what his name is. He was the one who looked like a rocky lizard. I don't know if you remember.
Oh yeah,
he was like a boulder lizard, and he had like a big club tail thing. That guy was the coolest Skylander.
I'm pretty sure if you open that drawer, there actually should be some like Skylander character stuff in there. I'm pretty sure there should be.
Oh, there's the Disney stuff.
Oh yeah,
here's the Skylanders.
Yeah, that was the portal. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I know you guys can't see this, but this is...
Is this the...
We're just like going...
That's Spyro, right? Spyro was the best one.
Spyro?
No, this is... What's her name? Cinder?
No. Cinder, yeah. You remember that?
Look, I remember a lot of things, and yet I can't remember my school assignments, so there you go.
True!
I think her name's Cinder. I could be wrong.
It was Cinder. I'm about 90% sure Cinder.
So Spyro...
You're not going to tell me... Hold on. I'm pulling up Trigger Happy right now on my laptop.
Trigger Happy is overrated. He's like...
Trigger Happy was my boy.
He's like a gremlin with like a Glock in each hand. Like
You're not going to tell me
character.
That like this guy right here doesn't like want to make you jump.
Well, I can see why you like him because he's like the definition of the Second Amendment in like.
True, and he shoots money.
Yeah, exactly.
He's the ultimate American.
Yeah,
we got the symbol of capitalism, and I actually want to go back and replay this game again. Wow,
it was fun.
I'm gonna see if I can post a picture of this guy in chat, guys.
I never played the Giants expansion though. Was it good? Because I only had the base game. Okay, I only had the base game. So
okay, hold on. I'm posting this picture in chat. I don't care. This is good stuff. This is what people come for content. Please don't ban me for copyright or anything like that.
From like a 10-year-old game.
Twitch. I'm pretty sure we're fine on that one. Okay, we're cool. But yeah, this guy was literally bonkers. He would just like sit there with a machine gun shooting like coins at people.
Yeah.
He was the opposite of Mario, is what I'm trying to say. Mario collected coins, we shot them at people.
Yeah, he was the philanthropist.
We didn't need no Yoshi, is what I'm trying to say.
You know the first Call of Duty I ever played was on the Wii?
I'm sorry, Call of Duty was on the Wii?
Yeah, it was. There was a few. There's Black Ops, there's Modern Warfare 3, there's a few others on the Wii. And
I genuinely don't believe you.
No, I swear to God. I don't
believe this.
Next time
Not
you're
for
at,
a second.
next time you're at my house, I will show you. The first Call of Duty I ever owned, not played, but I ever owned was on the Wii.
Right.
And it was I liked it, but it is very much not the optimal way to experience it.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard someone going, you know what I love doing during childhood? Call of Duty on the Wii.
No, but that was the thing for me, right? Because I couldn't afford an Xbox until I actually got my first job as like a paper deliverer, right?
You were a paper salesman?
Yeah, I was.
Oh
not a salesman. I was the mail,
the delivery guy.
the delivery. Yeah, and the first thing I ever bought with my own money from that was my Xbox 360. And I bought the Star Wars Xbox 360 with the Kinect, with Star Wars Kinect, and the one that looks like the R2D2.
Right.
And the controller was like C-3PO. Yeah, but before that, I only had the Wii, right?
Right.
So if I wanted to play Call of Duty, it was on the Wii. And
that's wild.
Yeah, it was fun. It wasn't actually that bad. It was kind of interesting. I'm surprised they actually did that because I don't feel like they do that nowadays.
Yo, you should have went into competitive COD and then excuse me, if it's not on the Wii, I don't play.
Yeah, I do remember playing online.
Yep.
With that, I think it was just between other Wii players. I don't remember. I wasn't that good.
Well, yeah, because they didn't have cross-platform.
Yeah, they didn't. Have
it didn't exist yet.
Yeah, so it was a fun time. I remember.
Speaking of cross-platform, really quickly, any of you play Destiny 2? Destiny 2 is cross-platform now, guys.
Is that on PC
Come
too?
join me. Yes.
Is it
yes.
It's a thing?
You can now play if you're a console player. You can now play with the most toxic aspect of gaming: PC players.
Whoa! Hold on.
I stand by that comment.
Hold up. There may be a lot of hackers on PC, all right, but they're not toxic. I think it's.
You really want to stand by that comment?
Yeah, I do.
Should we start a poll in the chat again?
Yeah, I do because whenever you play console players against PC players, the console players will always get salty that the PC players have better aim, and obviously they do because they have a controller, or not a controller. They have a mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
And the console players get mad about that.
Ooh, there's so much skill in point and click.
Well, it doesn't matter if there's skill involved. They just have the better tool.
I agree.
It's like if you show up to a race, right? A drag race, right? And your opponent shows up in I don't know, like a Bugatti Veyron, right? And you show up.
I'm gonna pretend like I know what that is and just go with this.
It's a fast car, right? Your opponent shows up in a Bugatti Veyron. Or the Chiron, or whatever's the newest one.
And
I don't remember.
show up in a Honda Civic.
Sure. No, not even that. You show up in a PT Cruiser, alright? Alright? And then...
Or the Volkswagen Bug!
Yeah. And then you lose the race, right? And at the end of the race, you're just oh, well, it's not fair, he got the faster car. Obviously, that's the whole point, right? Sure, there is skill when it comes to driving, right? But the car is also important, right? So, there's skill when it comes to aiming, but it's also a lot easier with a mouse and keyboard, so... I think console players should just kind of get over that, and they have aim assist for console games with cross-platform.
What I wish they would have done is just instead of doing cross-platform and including the PC guys, they should have just been cross-platform with the Xbox or whatever.
No, well, okay, I think choice is the better option. Make it cross-platform, but with everything, but have different settings where if you explicitly don't want to play against PC players, then don't.
I agree, and they should have that option. Yeah. No,
yeah.
I agree. Because
if you want to play with PC players, then you take. I don't want to say the responsibility, but you recognize the fact that they'll have different input methods, right? So if you're okay with that, that's totally fine. More power to you.
No, that's fair.
If you don't want to do that, then that's also fine. You can just cross-platform with other controller players, right?
Right.
And even still, I know Call of Duty does this. Even if you're on PC, they record your input, your input type, because you can play on PC with a controller.
Right.
So you can be.
Which is literally, if I ever move to PC, that's going to be the way I play.
Right. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not doing any of this WASD nonsense.
No, I don't. I think it depends on the game. If you're playing first-person shooters, I prefer mouse and keyboard.
Right.
But if you're playing like third-person games, like I don't know, Uncharted or stuff like that, like Anthem, right? Yeah, in my opinion, it's also a lot easier with the controller.
What's Anthem?
Yeah, right.
A dead game. That's what that is.
Yeah. I think they're saying they're gonna make not a sequel, but they're gonna like reboot it.
They dropped that project.
Did they?
They openly said they're not gonna bother.
Okay, I don't.
And you know what? I don't. Yeah, with Destiny still being as hot as it is, and new stuff still coming out.
Okay, sure.
It's the #1 FPS shooter out there right now with the most continued play.
I don't believe that.
We're gonna pull up the numbers.
Oh, fine, but I believe that Call of Duty Modern Warfare or Call of Duty Warzone or whatever has more players. I think it's more popular.
Hold on, we're checking.
Destiny may be the most popular.
We're checking this out.
Destiny may be the most popular FPS looter shooter, but
I have to check this.
Okay,
we're
check it out.
We're getting fact checked in real time, guys. Call of Duty Wars. I'm literally typing this. Warzone. What would be the thing? Not population.
Concurrent players. You can say population, I guess.
Concurrent players. Yeah, that's probably better.
Peak.
Warzone averaged a pretty steady 100k plus concurrent viewers a month, eventually peaking at 140 average. That's viewers, not players. Live player count. Here we go. Live player count is 306,689. Now, if I can go to Destiny 2... hold on. We're looking this up. Destiny 2 concurrent players. Destiny averages 66,755. So double that. No, actually, no. Wait, no. That's way less. Actually,
that's a fifth, right?
Yeah, no, that's true. That's okay. That's fair. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Oh, here's player counter. Here we go.
I'm not.
No, here we go. Official number: Destiny 2 live player count 1,197,856.
No way. 1 million players online right now.
Correct.
I don't believe that.
Wow! I pull the facts up and he just goes, I did not. Nope, not happening. Not happening.
Okay, if you say so, but
we just looked it up. We just looked. If anyone in chat wants to, post something else, you guys can. We looked it up. Live player count.
Well, okay, there's a lot of people playing Destiny 2 for some reason. I don't know why.
Because it's a great game with an ever-evolving story.
Yeah, I heard recently they cut some of the stuff from the paid DLC and you can't access it anymore.
I haven't heard
one of the older things.
I know there's actually been a lot of conversation amongst Destiny 2 players, and a lot of people are actually really upset with the price tag for the new Witch Queen DLC because they're offering two different. I don't want to say. I guess I would say sets. So one is the Destiny 2 Witch Queen DLC, which comes out in February, and I'm hyped for. I haven't gotten it yet though.
Because it comes out in February.
No, but there's. I promise, there's context for this. So you have the Destiny 2 Witch Queen, right? Just the base DLC, right? Maybe you toss on a little bit extra dough for, the seasons that come around with the game as it goes. Fine, that's probably what I'm going to end up getting. But then, there's the Bungie Destiny 2 Witch Queen DLC with the 30th Anniversary Edition, which gives you additional dungeons. The Gallarhorn is coming back, and a brand new armor set. And it's twice as much. So you're basically paying twice as much for the same DLC for essentially one weapon, one armor set, and 2 dungeons. And by the way, that doesn't include the seasons.
That's fair.
So a lot of people are miffed, and I kind of looked at that and I went, "That's fair."
Wait, but I have a genuine question though when it comes to I remember when Forsaken was coming out, they did the thing where you could buy Forsaken separately, or you could buy Forsaken and all the previous DLCs as well.
Yeah.
As one, right?
They haven't done that because they're actually vaulting Forsaken.
They are?
Yes.
Like permanently?
The same way they have vaulted all the other DLC and all the original story content as well.
You can't access it anymore?
Correct.
But how are you guys okay with that? That's what I don't understand. You know what I mean? Okay, I go to I go to GameStop, right? And I pay $20, right, for whatever, I don't know. I pay $20 for NHL 20, right? Because I'm out of my goddamn mind, right? Right? And no matter what happens, I will always be able to play NHL 20 whenever I want, right?
Right.
If you're a Destiny player, right? You pay $20 for whatever DLC, right? And then eventually
By the way, I wish DLCs were $20. I'll tell
no,
you
it
that.
should be, but like,
It's like 80,
okay, whatever.
100.
Yeah, that's crazy to me because then they're just gonna be like, oh, we updated the game and you can't go back to that stuff, right?
Right.
That's like.
No, I will.
You know
Agree.
what I mean? It's just
I'll
like-
say this. I don't like the fact. Okay, from a.
I just don't. Sorry to interrupt. I just don't
go ahead,
understand.
go ahead.
Like, come on, Bungie has to have like big enough servers that they can keep all the content on at the same time. You know what I mean? Like the whole thing they did with what was it with what was it called? Beyond
Light?
Beyond Light.
Yeah.
Where they relegated some of the planets and you can't go back to them.
Yeah.
That was so stupid. Like, how much does it cost you to keep those planets back in rotation? Right? You know what I mean? Like, don't eliminate them. Just keep them there if people want to go do that stuff, right?
Or like make them like weekly things.
Yeah,
like,
if you have new players, right? And what did they remove? Venus,
Mars. Yeah. I'm missing one. Venus, Mars.
The moon.
No, Moon's still there.
Yeah, but if
Moon's haunted. Venus, Mars, Io.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, not Venus. Yeah, Venus, Io, and Mars.
Yeah. So if you're a new player,
and Mercury.
Yeah, if you're a new player
Sorry,
and you want to
we never got Venus and Destiny 2. We got Io, Mars,
Mercury.
and Mercury.
Yeah, Mercury.
Venus is in D1, although we're getting D1 content back in Destiny 2
Mercury's
again.
the one with the Vex, right? Okay, yeah.
Hold on, Mercury's the one with the... Yeah, Mercury's with the... I was Trials of Osiris, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm
not Trials of Osiris, what am I talking about? Curse of Osiris. I can't speak!
No, but it's just like... Anyway, if you're a new player going into it, right, and you want to go to Mercury, what do you do now? Like...
I genuinely... And also, this is probably going to be a hot take, because I know a lot of people disagree with me on this. It's actually considered in the community the most hated DLC out of all of them. I love Curse of Osiris. Loved it. I thought the strikes were great. I thought the story was great. I thought the boss fight at the end was great. We got new characters. Ikora finally did something. It was good shit. And they're like, no, relegated. Goodbye.
Yeah.
They actually went full Star Wars, and they literally nuked the planets. They blew them up.
Well... What can you expect from Bungie?
The Pyramids of Darkness literally showed up to Mars and blew up the planet.
So they can't even bring it back, is the thing. Unless they, like, glue it back together. It was super good.
Io got nuked. Mercury pretty much got, like, taken over, so we can't go back to that ever again.
That's dumb.
The planet's, like, inhospitable or whatever.
Yeah, whatever. I just think, yeah. If you buy the 30th edition of the new DLC, you should feel bad.
From a business perspective, they're genius, though.
Okay.
You remove old content they've already paid for, and give people new content that's worth as much as the base game was worth.
Yeah, but
more.
It's so scummy, though, is the thing, because they don't have to do that. That's like saying people who run casinos, and I'm not trying to conflate the two, but it's like saying people that run casinos are geniuses. Right, yeah, they are genius businessmen, because they know that their clientele will pay for the goods, right? You know what I mean? And, like, I'm sorry, but to the Destiny fan base, you guys should ask more of your
and I think there is
a
sizable amount of the community that's like, yo, this is actually done. But here's the thing though, and Luke and I have private conversations about this kind of thing all the time, but like, I'm someone who, like, if you don't have principles, you might as well off yourself in a video game. I guarantee you I understand that there are a lot of people in the Destiny 2 community that are upset about the whole Witch Queen price tag, but I guarantee you those same people have already bought the DLC.
Exactly.
I can guarantee you, even if it's just 20 or 30%, that's a third of your of the group that's like, we're going to complain, but we're still going to buy the DLC. Now, I don't blame you. I understand, because I too will be partaking in some Witch Queen DLC nonsense. Which, by the way, in February we are going to be playing day 1, so come on back for that if this channel still exists at that point. But yeah, no, I totally get it. But like, if you're going to complain about the price tag, then don't buy the DLC.
Yeah,
right. Don't do both.
Yeah, I see so many places where people are like, even with like the sports games, right? They're like, oh, they never change anything, and then they just buy the new version, the new yearly update, because it's a roster update. Like, is that worth $60-$80 to you? Really? Like, I just don't understand it. You know, like, obviously spend money on what you want, but like, there's a very like Stockholm syndrome relationship. If you know,
We've all been abused by the video game.
no,
companies.
you have, and yet you're still paying for you know, like.
Guilty as charged.
Like, people are so addicted to, like, logging in daily, right? To collect whatever glimmer or whatever currency, I don't even know anymore, that they want, right? Yeah. It's like, they need the people, service to keep going,
I can say this, as someone who is, like, a big Destiny 2 player, and you guys know this because, like, you guys watch my, or to those of you who do watch my streams, like, regularly, you guys know that, like, all I basically play is Destiny, and then, like, Battlefront 2 here or there. Like, that's basically what this channel does. And this podcast. But literally, there are 3 main reasons people play Destiny nowadays. The raids, Trials of Osiris, and just like Grandmaster Nightfalls. That's basically all of the Destiny 2 community in a nutshell. Now, for some of us who are really bad at the game, myself included, who can't do some of the more challenging stuff because we're either loners or we suck, we just kind of like, honestly, I log in maybe 2 or 3 times a week, I do my pinnacles, and then like I leave it for the week. I don't even bother touching it for the rest of the week.
Right, yeah, so it's like, no offense, but it seems to me like that's just like an obligation, you know what I mean? And I see
like, it's not an obligation, I want to do it. I have fun doing it.
I understand, but it's just the same thing every week, you know what I mean? It's like, sure, if you're having fun, by all means, you know, go ahead.
Swing away,
play it, you know? It's just, for me, I don't really get that, you know.
That's fair.
You know,
no, I get that.
It just doesn't.
And I get that, like, different people have like different standards and different tastes and things like that. I get that.
I'd rather play something new than, and you know, you can definitely replay games and enjoy it, and I do too.
Yeah.
But like week
well,
after
that's the thing,
week,
though.
you know,
I wish that new players in Destiny 2 got to actually play all of these old stories. That is the one thing, I think that's the thing that miffed me off the most with the vaulting content, which was like, hey, I enjoyed the Destiny 1 storyline. I know that a lot of people don't like the story, but like, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the stories the DLCs tell. It's why I'm so hyped for Witch Queen, because like, holy shit, there are so many. We are getting the Hive that can use the light. There are going to be wizards dawnblading my ass in like 4 months, which I'm slightly terrified of. Now, if the Hive start busting out stasis, I'm running for my life and breaking my Destiny 2 disc. Just never going back to the game ever again.
I can't
because
wait to see
I'm
that.
going to weep. No, but yeah, like if I was a new Destiny 2 player, and I've played the Destiny 2 New Light campaign, like, which was like, hey guys, we're going to give you a campaign to do since it's your first time, without actually giving you the D2 campaign. I'm like, why do you do this to me? You are awful.
Have they vaulted the D2 campaign?
Yes.
They did?
It's gone.
Okay, that is inexcusable. Because like...
And all of the DLCs. Almost all of them. They got rid of the Curse of Osiris. They got rid of Warmind. They got rid of.
It's not the same. You know the Ship of Theseus paradox, where they replace board by board.
Yes, that's Destiny 2. Yes, I agree.
Yeah, they replaced board by board, and instead of building a battleship, they made like a swamp hut instead. That's what's happening here. Like,
it's not the same. The next
game.
planet we're going to is literally a swamp.
Yeah, like you know what I mean. There's I'm sure a minute amount of players in Destiny, but there are still a minute amount of players who enjoy the solo content, who enjoy the more story-oriented
Myself
stuff,
included, yes.
like the campaign, right? I remember when Destiny 2 first came out, the only reason I played it was because of the campaign, and a big selling point was like, oh, you guys didn't like the first one because it was non-existent? Oh, well, here's an actual campaign, right?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you got Gaul and whatever the hell that mole rat guy was, I forget what his name is, his
Oh
his,
shit!
like,
No,
dude.
I know. I don't even know if they gave him a name.
Yeah, and they killed the speaker, and he totally deserved it. That was the best part of the game.
I'm sorry, the speaker has the best line in all of Destiny 1 or 2. In order to gain the light or whatever, it requires sacrifice. So go ahead and kill yourself.
Yeah.
Chad Speaker.
Yeah, he's a
great guy.
Whatever.
Rip Speaker.
That to me is inexcusable. That, like, just imagine you're a developer, right? And you worked on the campaign, right? You did animation, or you voice acted, or you coded for it, right?
Yeah.
And that's been erased forever, essentially.
Gone.
That's gone, right? It's not even like you can pop in. You can pop in an old disc of Destiny 2 and never update it. But I don't even know if you could do that, because the game is so much tied to the online
and if
aspect,
you update
right?
the game, like all
It's
your
going to get
stuff's
removed.
gone. Yeah.
Exactly. That's criminal to me. You know what I mean? That
People should be jailed.
No, but it's like you know, in 1984, where they talk about erasing people from existence as if they never existed before. That's the same thing they've done here, right?
That's
you know
true.
what I mean?
That's fair.
Like, obviously, I'm getting too into this, but like,
No. This is good. This is content. This is what people come to see.
they shouldn't do that, you know? Like, people paid money for the campaign. They should be able to play it whenever they want.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
I can put in my GameCube disc of Pokemon Colosseum and play it whenever I want.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a shame.
Yeah,
but it is what it is, unfortunately.
Yeah, okay, sure.
No, but like, what do you want me to say? Like, it's true. It is what it is.
I want you to go in front of the Bungie headquarters in Seattle, or Redmond, I don't know where it is, somewhere in Washington State.
I don't even know where it is at this point.
And I want you to protest, like, 24/7 outside of there until they bring back
I would like
the vaulted content.
I would like you to leave your country that you currently live in, go to another country, and protest over a video game.
Exactly.
That's what I want.
That's exactly what I want.
You know what?
Bonus points if you
make
dress
a commitment
up.
right now? We'll go tomorrow.
Bonus points if you dress up as, like, your favorite class.
Ooh, I'm dressing up as a warlock.
Yeah.
Warlock mains represent.
Yeah. Well, anyways, sorry, I didn't want to get off the whole.
No, it's
Destiny
okay.
topic.
By the way, we're almost 40 minutes deep, and we have not begun to
Good.
talk Star Wars at all.
Well, yeah, we can talk about Visions now if you want.
We can talk whatever we want. I'm liking this free flowing conversation.
No, I want to just touch Visions so people know what
That's
to
fine.
expect.
That's
Although
fine.
I'm pretty sure they've probably all seen it by now.
Well, like, we covered the first half of Visions, like, in the last episode.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, guys, we apologize for not uploading any, like, new content, new, like, podcast episodes. We've been busy. Life's been a bitch. That's all I'm gonna say, alright?
Well, I'm just bringing up the episode list because I just want to have the names.
Yeah, I'll probably just do that.
Yeah. I got it, don't worry.
No, but literally, guys, like, for those of you, again, for those of you who come by my streams quite a bit, like, I didn't, like, besides yesterday was the first time I'd streamed in 2 weeks. Which is the longest gap in streaming I've ever had since I started the channel. Because I was just so done with everything. School has been kicking my ass. I've been working non-stop. I don't even get my weekends anymore, unfortunately. Like, just today, I worked like a 9 to 10 hour shift. And then came home. Now, granted, I'll be fair. The job, I won't go into what I do, but the job that I do is the most physical task known to man. Like, I literally sit in a chair all day. It's basically what I'm trying to say here. I don't do any physical labor. I'll admit that. But there's something, I don't know why, but there's something about sitting in this chair that I do at work. I get up, I'm exhausted.
No,
like, I'm gassed.
That's not surprising though, because like people who are in these work these jobs where they sit around a lot, they actually like often feel more tired.
Yeah.
Afterwards.
And like you guys know, like there was the one May the 4th stream where we did like a 6-hour stream. I want you guys to know, the minute I took my headphones off and ended the stream, I was like, thank God I can finally go to sleep. I was so tired by the end of that. You guys know that usually my streams are anywhere between an hour and a half to 3 hours. 3-hour streams for me, and I know that like with the rest of Twitch, like they do like 10, 12 hours, because a lot of people make a career out of this, so I get that, right? 10, 12 hours, if you're doing this, if this is like your job, I get that. But like, for somebody who's casually, 3 hours is a long time for me. We stretch that content
That's
out.
a lot, yeah.
It's a long time, which is I usually only do like 3-hour streams, like if I haven't streamed it for a while, or like it's a special occasion. But yeah, speaking of special occasions, by the way, happy Halloween, everybody, because it's basically Halloween tomorrow, or should I say Halloween in 42 minutes?
Nice.
So yeah, that's a thing. I hope you guys have a good Halloween, or I don't know if you guys are still, huddling in your caves because of COVID-19, but if you guys are going out, have fun. Have a drink for me if you guys are legal, if that's the case.
Have a drink of candy corn.
Yeah, candy corn, guys. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But yeah, shall I move to Visions?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Star Wars Visions, everybody. We're finally, 40 minutes in, we're finally getting to the Star Wars con. Title of the stream, Star Wars Visions, Discussions, and More. It was definitely getting the more part.
Started off with Godzilla versus King Kong.
Yep. and I was summarily defeated in the chat. That's fine. That's fine. But yeah, so Star Wars Visions. So in the last episode, we reviewed the first half, and by reviewed,
I mean, actually we only reviewed up to episode 3.
Did we?
Yeah,
because
we were supposed to do
terrible.
We were supposed to do 4,
We're
5,
awful.
and 6, but we didn't. So if you want, do you want to just start with episode 4, and we can just kind of run through it really
sure,
quickly?
although I have very little recollection of episodes 4,
fine.
5, and 6. I'll be honest with you.
Those are the best ones, you know.
I thought the duel was the best.
No, episode 4, 5, and 6 of Star Wars. Like A New Hope,
Yeah,
Empire.
no, I yes, I understand what episodes
anyways.
4, 5, and 6 of Star Wars are.
So episode
God,
4.
help me, please.
So episode 4 was The Village Bride. Yeah,
Chef's kiss.
pretty good episode.
Beautiful.
Basically, just 2 Jedi show up. Oh no, one Jedi and this old dude who likes to tinker around with stuff.
Yep.
Show up to this planet, and you know, like every other plot of every other Star Wars Vision episode, some raiders invade a village and they got to defend it.
Yep.
So that's basically it.
Also,
thoughts?
like in this village, there's like there's people getting married, and the daughter like is offering herself to like the raiders.
Oh yeah.
So that like the dad won't get like executed or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And the village bride is like, "Nah, we're having none of that."
Yeah.
She has a yellow katana. Oh, by the way, spoilers. By the way, just spoilers. I'm gonna wait. Spoilers in 3, 2, 1. You've been warned. Okay, yellow katana. A beautiful yellow katana.
Yeah.
So nice. It's gorgeous.
So, what did you think of the episode?
Loved it. Kevin, what's his name? Pinky? Poinke?
Pickner, I think.
Pickner? I don't. We're butchering these names. Should be given a Grammy for the soundtrack alone. The soundtrack
it was pretty good.
Beautiful. No, like really, really good soundtrack. I quite liked the whole. I can't remember. I don't even know if they give them names in this show, but they do. They definitely do. I'm on crack. The Jedi character is really cool because she's like, I'm not going to interfere. I swear.
Psych.
I swear to God. Someone shoots a laser at one village. Alright, I'll interfere. Peace.
Yeah.
They do the whole, like, she freezes the laser and then, like, sends it back at them. Kind of like the whole, kind of like what Kylo did in that trilogy that shall not be named.
Of course.
In the first one. Yeah, that's kind of cool. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I did like the whole, like, Hawaii connect to nature kind of thing that they were going for with the villagers, which was a nice touch. We don't get enough of that in Star Wars. Usually we see different colors, but we don't actually like get into them, which was kind of nice to see. But yeah. Thoughts?
No, I absolutely agree. I love the music. I really like the animation style. To me it looked a lot like Pokemon-ish, which I liked. It's just like clean, I guess,
clean
sort of style.
Clean.
I liked it, and yeah, I also liked how you're talking about how the different interpretations of the Force that they have. Like this interpretation of the Force was very much sort of like Mother Earth, sort of, and it kind of goes back to where Obi-Wan talks about the Force being this living energy field by nature and all living things. So I really like that, and it seemed to be tied to the planet, sort of, in a sense. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of interesting.
Don't they have like a name for it?
Yeah, it was like Mana or something.
Maui or something like that?
Yeah, it was something like that. I don't remember. But yeah, that was a pretty cool touch. Yeah, all in all,
great episode.
Pretty cool episode.
One of my favorites.
Mine as well. After that, episode 5 was the Ninth Jedi.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
This one was pretty good too. This is one of my favorites as well. Basically, you have these 9 Jedi who show up at this like meeting, right? Mm-hmm. They show up at this meeting to try to defeat the Empire,
right?
And at this meeting, this guy is supposed to give them a bunch of lightsabers, which are really hard to find in this like universe, well, I mean, they've always been hard to find, but like in this time,
lightsabers are a hot commodity.
Yeah. So this guy is responsible for making all the lightsabers, and he has a daughter as well who has to go and deliver the lightsabers to the Jedi. And they do this cool thing, which I'm glad isn't canon, but I still think it's cool, where the lightsaber color, the blade color, is determined by your alignment with the Force. So
which is actually kind of interesting. We haven't really gotten that. I know that I know that technically hold on. Actually, before I say this, I'm just gonna make sure I get clarification. Is the whole like color of the blade determined by like your personality?
No,
is that canon?
I hope not. I don't think it is. I think
but like it would be interesting because like that's why like Yoda and Qui-Gon and Luke all have green sabers because they are very much like talk first, no violence, and then like your Anakins, your Obi-Wans are very much like we're going to leap into action, bros.
But that
although Obi-Wan, I can see justification for him having a green saber if that's the case.
I think that was just something that was kind of thought up after the movies as kind of like a rule, I guess you could say. And it was like used in video games a lot, like the yellow lightsabers were like the Sentinels or whatever. Yeah. I don't think it's actually canon though. In the old canon, the lightsaber color was just determined by the color of the crystal,
right?
And you could just get different crystals. In this one, the kyber crystals like bond to you, and I think
because the kyber crystals are considered alive, they're living things.
Yeah, and I think that bonding determines the color, or I could be wrong. I'm not super up to date with new canon,
right?
And they don't really
whatever
talk about
new canon is anymore.
Yeah, I think that's what it is because I know for sure to get a red lightsaber you have to bleed the kyber crystal.
Yeah, you have to like make the crystal bleed.
Mm-hmm. And then to get a white lightsaber you have to purify the blood kyber crystal, which is what Ahsoka does.
Which I wish and maybe we'll see that in the Ahsoka TV show.
Yeah,
doubt, but because we already know that she has white lightsabers at that point. So
yeah, in Rebels, yeah. So I don't know. Maybe
well, like also
in
Mandalorian. She already has the white sabers,
mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I don't know, but yeah, there's you already said spoilers, right?
Yeah, I already said spoilers.
Okay.
Like, I'm sorry if you walk in now, I can't help you.
And there's that really cool scene where they deliver all the lightsabers to the Jedi, and they all turn red except for one of them.
Yeah,
and it turns out they're all Sith, and they're all just here to kill the Jedi. And there's only actually like 2 or 3 Jedi. There's the one kid. Yeah, there's the one kid. There's the dude in the robot suit who called all of them.
Yeah,
and then there's the little girl Kara who is also a Jedi, I guess.
Yeah.
Or she, like, becomes one.
Kind of.
I guess. Yeah.
Oh, it's blue? I'm a Jedi now.
No, it was like a swamp green. Her lights.
Oh, yeah!
It was like a
tangy yellowish green.
Yeah, it was a very weird color.
Right.
Like, not even like a bright green. It was very desaturated forest green. I don't know. But yeah, thoughts on that one?
Moss. That's what it looks like, a mossy green.
Yeah.
Sorry. It was good. It did kind of remind me of like a Knights of the Round Table kind of thing, where like they're each getting their swords or being knighted, which is kind of cool. It was kind of funny when they all just turned red. It's like, oh shit, everyone's gonna get an ass whooping now.
Yeah.
I like the concept. Characters were cool. Good episode. Not one of my favorites. I did, like I said, this, we were talking about the episodes earlier before the stream started, and I was saying earlier to Luca that, like, I find the concept interesting, and I think the ideas behind it were interesting, it just wasn't one of my favorites in terms of, like, the whole package.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fair.
Like, if they given, like, a medieval, like, soundtrack to that, I would've been like, we're done, we're set, we're good to go, guys.
Right. Yeah. I really liked it. I think it's one of my favorites. I don't know why.
This is gonna be very strange. It also kind of reminded me of Pokemon the first movie.
Really?
They all get an invitation to come to some weird castle or whatever, and it turned out to be Mewtwo.
Yeah, that's true. And then they have this whole life lesson about making your own choices and being defined by your choices.
Mewtwo is a philanthropist and a humanitarian. Let me read you this man's quote, okay? I'm finding it
was
right now.
I now realize that the circumstances of one's birth don't matter.
Are irrelevant. It's what you do with the gift of life that defines you.
Exactly.
Or whatever.
Yeah, I can imagine like those 8-year-old kids go to see the Pokemon movie and they just get hit with that at the end of it.
I'm pulling it. I'm just having a Mewtwo quote, and it comes right up. Awesome. Here we go. Here's the line. I see now the circumstances of one's birth are irrelevant. It is what you do with the gift of life that determines who you are. Gee, anyone who knows me understands, like, I was frothing at the mouth when I hear this line. It's true. It doesn't matter who you are as a, whatever. It's what you do with your life that matters. If you're going to be an asshole, you're an asshole. That's how this works.
Right.
Sorry, I didn't mean to go all philosophy on
people for a second. I definitely get the...
good stuff. It's good stuff.
I get the parallels, though. Yeah. I liked it. I thought the animation was cool. And they heavily, and I use quotations here, heavily inspired by the speeder chase scene from Return of the Jedi and Endor. That was
I forgot that chase was a thing. I forgot about that.
I liked seeing that. So that was fun.
You just like seeing anything that reminds you of Return of the Jedi.
Look, you're not wrong.
Great film.
Yeah, I agree.
Not as good as Empire. But
Disagree,
good film.
but yeah.
Agree. 2 seconds later, disagree.
Yeah. Yeah, I really enjoyed that one too. Anything else?
I think I'm good for that episode.
Okay, I think the next one was the Astro Boy one.
Oh god, I honestly, I've not scratched my memory, but like I barely even remember.
Toby, TOBB1. Yeah. It's literally Astro Boy. He gets created by the dude, but he wants to be a Jedi, and he becomes a Jedi.
It's literally a Pinocchio story. Instead of being a grown boy, a real boy, he's a Jedi.
Yeah, and then they attract an Inquisitor for some reason, and he defeats the Inquisitor, and then he's actually
stupid.
He's actually an ecologist because he wants to bring life back to desert planets, which is kind of cool, but I don't really think fits in an Astro Boy show or episode. Yeah. So thoughts about that one?
It exists. I don't know. Like I didn't really think it was like anything spectacular. It's Star Wars, so like I'm gonna enjoy it, but like I'm not gonna be like woohoo, give me more of that.
Yeah,
It's like Jar Jar. I'll enjoy it because it's Star Wars, but like I don't need it in my life.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought the robots were cute.
I'm a real Jedi!
Yeah, the robots are cute.
Was that a Mickey Mouse voice or a Pinocchio voice? I felt like that was a Mickey Mouse voice.
Yeah, I feel like that was Mickey Mouse too.
I'm sorry. I apologize for my
No, it's okay.
humanity.
Yeah, I don't know. Some of the robots were cute, and the noises they make are kind of cute. Like, beep boop, beep boop. You know, because there's just a bunch of robots.
Every astromech in Star Wars will an apology right now.
No, I think astromechs are cool, but these guys are cool too.
R2-D2 famously once said, beep boop.
And that's why he's the best character.
Next to our homicidal friend Chopper.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Chopper's
Lord
the
and
best.
Savior.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a cool episode,
Over
I guess.
2,000 confirmed kills.
Good. And counting.
And counting.
Anything else about Astro Boy?
I'm fine with
No?
where we left it.
Okay, now we're actually starting to get into the meat and potatoes of what we watched today.
Yeah.
The Elder. Okay, you want to talk us through this one?
Please let me talk about this one.
Absolutely, go ahead.
Okay, this has been one of the episodes I have been waiting for the entire time to finally watch. Not gonna lie, great episode. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Loved it. We got, like, basically Darkside Yoda, which was dope as shit. Even down to the enunciation of his words was, like, Yoda-ish.
Right.
He's literally a small, angry elderly man with lightsabers and Sith lightning. What more do you want in a series? I will say this though, and I don't know if this is how it works, because we watched. To be fair, we watched the English dubs, so that's already a crime against humanity to most people who watch anime. You mean you watch dub, not sub?
No, but in this case, I think it's warranted because I think this is very much advertised as a sort of Western collaboration of anime, right? Like, this isn't like some, like, straight from the heart Japanese thing. No, this is Japanese studios who are taking a Western property and adapting it, right? So I think there's some expectation, I guess, that they have some sort of, I guess, English dub or whatever. And I think that Disney was really selling it like that. Like, the trailers were all in English. You know, it was like, hey, watch this new thing from Star Wars. So I think it's safe to say there is some expectation that the dub quality is good. Yeah. I think to say.
But yeah, back to whether or not I liked it or not. Yeah, really liked it. Really enjoyed it. The delivery of the lines was kind of weird by the two, like, Jedi characters, the apprentice and the master. Really wooden, really, like, monotonal talk, but, like, as a whole, it was a cool episode. There's definitely callbacks to, like, I definitely got, like, an Obi-Wan Qui-Gon Maul feeling from the whole thing. Yeah. Except, I wish the apprentice had just died. He gets slashed across the stomach, and he's just like, "'Tis but a flesh wound. What's up?" Yeah. Like, gets it, like, 5 minutes later. It's like, please just die. I liked the whole... Again, I just really liked the angry elderly man. He was really cool. It takes place during, like, I guess you would say, like, prequel era, or before prequel era, or even, like, High Republic era, I guess you would say. Like, they think, oh, the Sith are extinct or whatever. There's a really cool line that the small angry elderly man says, which is, what was it?
like infighting.
The Sith, yeah, basically, and it kind of like concretes. Concretes? No, that's I'm using the wrong word. Cements. Thank you. Look, I had the right material. All right.
Well, technically,
we don't want to get into that.
Cement is when it's like liquid.
I don't hear that.
Concrete is when it's solidified. But
anyways, less from that nonsense. But yeah, he has a line of like, "Hey, the Sith are extinct because like they kept trying to up each other, and so I am out of here." But like, Darkseid's still MVP.
Yeah, he wants the benefits, but he wants none of the responsibility, basically.
Look, I would like to keep my Darkseid points, but not be a Sith.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say here. Although he does shoot Sith lightning out of his fingertip, which is really cool. Mm-hmm. The fighting style, I know that you enjoyed that, so I'll let you go on that if you want.
Yeah. No, I just, the way that the Jedi Master holds the lightsaber, and sort of the way that the, I guess fighting is done is similar to the duel in that it's reminiscent of like old samurai style duels, which are, instead of being like a flurry of hits, they're much more slow paced, and a few methodical strikes is enough to kind of defeat your enemy, sort of.
Kind of like the New Hope fight.
Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah, which samurai fights were the big inspiration for that, right? And it showcases here, right? Like when he turns off the lightsaber and then reignites it at that moment of weakness, like that's a very samurai-esque thing, right? They're evenly matched, and then one exploits a momentary lapse of judgment or like wrong footing or something, and then in one swift stroke they defeat their enemy,
Right.
I might be nerding out about this too much, but
no, you're good. You're good.
The inspiration for that I really appreciate. I like that a lot, so it was cool.
Can I just say, that little elderly man, he can move. He's fast. Yeah. That's all I'd like to say on that.
Although I do want to make one minor nitpick.
Here we go. It's never just a minor nitpick. It's like a 4-hour, like 40-page like essay on what's
thesis on what's wrong with Episode 7 of Star Wars Visions.
That's not canon.
Yeah,
and has no impact on anything else.
It's purely a passion project. Has no influence on anything else.
Way to shit on a passion project, Luca. Thank you very much.
Okay, good. I get it. I'm the bad guy, but that, like, we already know that.
Yeah, this is
what else is new?
This is fair.
The episode features both katana lightsabers and regular style lightsabers, which is cool, but I kind of wish they just stick with one or the other. Like, I understand stylistic choices, but if you have both stylistic choices in the same setting, it's like, okay, did they figure out some way to make one lightsaber look like a katana and then the other one doesn't, I guess? And yeah, you can bring up like Kylo Ren's lightsaber being unstable or like having different stuff, but I don't know.
Crossguard.
No, I think it's cool. It's just, I think that is more similar to an actual lightsaber than just like a katana lightsaber is, right?
Yeah.
And not to say I hate on them, it's just, if you have katana lightsabers, make all of them katana lightsabers.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because that's cool, right?
Yeah, no, I get that.
You know what I mean? But yeah, that's just my minor nitpick.
They're either all katana or none at all.
Yeah, you
piss
know
off.
I mean? Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Lordy.
But yeah, I enjoyed it too. I thought it was good. I don't know if the dialogue was the voice actors or maybe it was just the direction. Like maybe they wanted them to seem sort of monotonous. But yeah, I agree. Some of the but I don't know. I expect that with anime at this point. It's like
yeah, Luke's not a big fan of anime.
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good.
Cool.
So the next one, or you got anything else to add for that?
No, I'm good. I thoroughly enjoyed it, but yeah, that's all I gotta say.
The next one is Lop and Ocho, the bunny.
Yes.
Walk us through this one as well.
So so we have this character, right, and her name is Lop. Okay, and she's basically a furry. No, she's a bunny. And I guess like the episode starts with like she's super poor. She struggles to eat. You get this scene of like she's trying to steal like a fruit or a vegetable from like this like market, I guess you would say. And this like rich guy, like I guess not rich, but like this well-off dude like grabs her arm and is like, what are you doing? And he has a daughter, and like they kind of bring her into the family, like, hey, we'll house you, we'll feed you, be part of the family. It'll be all Gucci. I should be shot for saying that in a video game, not in real life. No, but yeah. Then from there, you have the Empire that's kind of landed on this planet. They're using the planet's resources. They're spilling waste into the oceans, but they're also hold on. Let me finish.
I don't know if that was ever directly stated in the episode. Okay.
Let me finish.
Okay, go on.
Let me finish,
go on.
Please. However, there is a compelling argument that this planet is having a hard time developing into a more technologically evolved state, and so the Empire is assisting them in doing that, and is actually producing some good. However, they're also still, like, having labor with, like, electric shock collars around their necks. Now, you have one character in the daughter named, what was it, Ocho? Ocho, who was like, hey, I get the Empire do bad things sometimes, but they're still a more positive than they are a negative. We should side with them. And the father, who took in the furry, was like, hey, the Empire is always bad. I don't care what good comes from this. There is no good. The Empire must be taken down. And he actually, like, starts, like, doing, like, domestic terrorist, like, hits on, like, a factory.
On his own factory.
He goes full Karl Marx on this shit. Was like, yo, but the proletariat. And so basically there's a divide between Ocho and the father, until Ocho basically renounces her family by cutting off a portion of her hair and joins the Empire fully, dresses in, like, the all-white Director Krennic outfit from Rogue One, and the dad is like, okay, I love her, but, like, what the actual WTF?
She's evil now.
Yeah. So then they go into, the father takes the furry into the, I guess you'd say, the family household. And
you can't be a furry if you're the actual,
she's
like,
a furry!
No, she's an anthropomorphic bunny. Like, she doesn't dress up. Okay,
does
whatever.
She have fur?
Yes.
She's a furry.
So is a polar bear a furry?
Yes.
Okay, at least you're consistent.
I'm consistent. Consistently wrong, but I'm consistent. And yeah, so the dad is like, hey, I'm going to bestow you this cool-ass weapon. It's a lightsaber, by the way.
Of course
because
it
we
is.
can't have an episode without a lightsaber. And she kind of takes on the family name, role, and responsibility, and, like, pushing the family legacy forward. And the dad actually goes to confront his Imperial daughter, who, by the way, dope name, Imperial Daughter. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's a good band name.
I should trademark that shit.
Yeah.
Put that on a T-shirt and everything. Buy this for your Imperial Daughter. Yeah, let's go on a T-shirt. Yo, can we get a merch store up and running on this channel, please? No, but yeah, and so the dad actually goes to confront his Imperial Daughter, and the daughter actually whoops his ass.
Yeah.
Like, drops him on his ass.
She makes him blind.
Yeah, slashes his eye. His one good eye. The one time Samuel Jackson can say that he has, Nick Fury can say he has more eyes than someone else. But yeah, the dad kind of falls, and the furry decides, yo, what the hell, and, like, unsheaths this. It's like a katana. We know it's a lightsaber, but it's a katana with, like, special markings and engravings. It has, like, an energy thing around the actual, like, steel blade. It's a lightsaber. I don't know how else to explain it. It's really weird. And so she fights the daughter. The Imperial daughter ends up escaping, and we're kind of left with this, like, the family divided kind of thing. But yeah. That was the episode.
Yeah.
Thoughts? Opinions? Likes? Dislikes?
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was good. One thing I do want to touch on, which I think is really interesting about this episode, is while watching it, I see, like, a major cultural influence, of course, from Japan, but basically of Japan in the sort of mid to late 19th century, wherein basically Japan, for a lot of its time, or a lot of its modern, or a lot of our modern history, was sort of like an isolationist nation. It was pretty closed off and subservient, and in sort of the late 19th century, the United States actually comes to sort of visit, Japan, and because they're sort of establishing a little bit of a naval superiority, you could say. And in Japan, there was this whole thing where they were debating exactly what you were talking about, how, should they welcome and trade with the United States and open up their trade network for I guess on the global stage,
right,
which would bring with it a lot of more technological and industrial development, or should they stay much more closed off, isolationist, but keep the culture intact and sort of fend for themselves. And you see that reflection with the old guard and the new guard, just like you have the father and the daughter, right?
Yeah.
So it's a very interesting parallel, and I apologize for the history lesson, but I think it's a very interesting parallel to that. And I think it just goes to show how Star Wars has always been predicated and influenced by real life events, and this is just another way that's sort of been incorporated into a Star Wars,
esque
media, and into a Star Wars show, let's say. And I really enjoyed that. I thought that was really cool. And yeah, it's like more of that would be really
more
cool.
of that, please.
Yeah. So. And that's why it lends more credibility, right? I remember you were talking about when we were watching the episode, the thing that I've been saying nonstop is that, you can have people that empathize with the villain or empathize with the Empire sometimes because, maybe they could bring up some good points, right? And the fact that this has such a basis in history where you often have people making good arguments for both sides, I think only lends to that, right? Like, you can understand and see that it's fleshed out, right? It's like, okay, I feel like I'm going off on a tangent.
No, you're good. You're good. I like when you go off tangent.
Yeah,
It's content.
I appreciated that. I really liked that. I thought that was really well done. You kind of see both sides of the coin there. One thing I wasn't super, thrilled about was I like the daughter Ocho. I like her character up until she joins the Empire, and I feel like then they kind of leapfrog to just her being another generic bad guy. Like, she gets the director suit, she gets this weird lightsaber nunchuck thing, and she just becomes
it kind of looked like one of those long pike things
to me. It looked like a
half?
nunchuck, I think. I don't know, I could be wrong, but yeah, I feel like she had some interesting character development where it's sort of as Nietzsche says, when you gaze into the abyss long enough, the abyss gazes back,
right.
Or sort of she wants to be with the Empire but also help her family too, so she's got to balance that. But I feel like in the end she just sort of commits fully to the Empire, which you know what I mean? It's
right. I will actually, if I may, I'm actually going to disagree here.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
So I will say this: Ocho throughout the entirety of the episode isn't a bad person.
Right.
I don't think he's a bad person.
Even at the end?
I think yes, and here's my defense, okay? I think when you are trying to do, and I'm not gonna, bring up anything specifically, but I get the idea that sometimes you are pushing for something that you think is right and good and just to do, but your family won't necessarily get on board, and the friction that can cause is really, really bad. I really like how Ocho is like, no, Dad, you're just being stubborn. What the heck? Can't we talk? And the dad actually, in my opinion, kind of pushes her to be a worse and worse, or I guess more evil, I guess you would say, throughout the episode. Because let's remember, we don't know who starts the altercation between the dad and the daughter.
Right.
We don't know. We just see the dad go to talk to the daughter, supposedly, and the next thing we know, we have the furry walking in and they're fighting. We have no idea who started what. We have no idea who... Now, obviously, we're supposed to infer because bad guy bad, good guy good, so good guy couldn't have started the fight, but we don't know that, right? We've already know the dad is already committing domestic terrorist pot shots on his own factory, right? So we know this guy isn't exactly against violence if need be, right? So now what I will say is I don't like how they made her go too evil too fast at the very, very end. Not even when she goes joins the Empire, I think she still has credibility, but when she literally, her eyes go blank red, I'm like, you had a good character on your hands.
Yeah,
you don't have to make her go full evil.
That's what I was meaning.
I agree with that part, but I just I still think she's defensible to some.
No,
to some
I
extent.
agree. I do
Yeah.
think I see. I don't think that's a disagreement with me at all because I entirely agree with your stance. I do think she's a very interesting character. I just wish there was a little bit more nuance at the end of it, right?
Okay, fair
She
enough.
didn't have to just devolve into like some Sith Lord, right?
Right.
You know,
A Sith Lord?
they could have a little bit more thing. And I think that this is one of the episodes that suffers the most from just being like a one-shot thing, even if it's 20 minutes long.
It was actually, and I remember saying this during the episode as it ended. I'm like, this was the only episode where I actually wanted a sequel to this episode.
Yeah, exactly.
So I want to know how it ends.
Because, yeah, there's like, I'm sorry, but they just like cram a lot into it, and it's like, yeah, maybe we could have gone with a little bit longer runtime, right? You know what I mean? Like, hell, even show what the Empire is doing with the planet and give more credibility to the dad, right?
Yeah.
And then show maybe a lot of the developments that the Empire has brought and give more credibility to the daughter, and then have the audience decide themselves which one is the better option, you know? And then and Lop, the bunny character, serves as the audience insert, right? She's torn between them,
Right.
so she's got to decide, just like the audience who's watching it is. Yeah. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good episode.
Good episode.
Yeah. Anything else to add with that?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
And that brings us finally to our last episode of Star Wars Visions, which is Akakiri?
I have no idea.
I don't even know.
You want to talk about this one?
I will let you take this one, because I explained the last one, alright?
Okay,
You take this one.
So we're on a planet, and
Gee, way to open it up, Luca. We were on a planet.
we live on a planet in a society.
I'll get the face makeup.
So yeah, so
It's not about money.
so there's this there's this like princess lady, and her sister takes over the kingdom, and the princess is previously a lover of some Jedi.
This cowboy Jedi homeless guy.
Yeah, this cowboy Jedi guy, and she calls him back to help her defend against the Sith sister of hers.
Yeah.
I think it was her sister.
Was it a sister? It's an ugly cousin, is what it is.
I don't know. Anyways, yeah, they don't look alike.
At all.
Yeah, so the Jedi comes in. They ride.
You
they ride
know who the
ostriches.
villain looks like? The third sister from Fallen Order. Not third sister. The really bulky sister.
With the horns, with the tusk things? The
Yeah.
orange one? Yeah.
That's what she looks like.
Kind of. I mean,
not
that's
seventh sister, but like
That's a
third
little
sister,
rude, but
fourth-
yeah, kind of.
She looks. Come on.
Well, I mean, she's human, and that sister isn't, so, you know, but...
Was it human? Was it human?
I don't know.
Anyways.
Yeah, I don't know. The Jedi arrives, and they infiltrate the castle, but they get defeated by the Sith.
Who proceeds to cosplay the ending of Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, like the Jedi actually slices down his lover in his anger.
Yep.
And he feels bad for that. So she basically pulls a Palpatine, and she's like, "Use my powers, I beg you." And
only through me can you achieve a power greater than any Jedi kind of thing.
So he sacrifices. He turns to the dark side, I guess, and they heal the lady.
He brings her back to life.
Yeah, they just straight up force heal
Anakin
her.
is fuming in the corner. Anakin's like, this is some bullshit.
Yeah, and then he just joins her Sith Legion, I guess, and they go to take over the galaxy.
Yeah, that's the end of it.
That's kind of definitely
Star Wars Visions ends with the villains winning.
Yeah, definitely the most depressing episode and the most depressing ending.
Which kind of makes sense when you're looking at Disney, given that they ended the Skywalker saga with the Palpatines winning and the Skywalker's been wiped from existence.
Well, yeah, I guess that's pretty. Well, wait, they ended what? The what?
The end of the Skywalker line.
No, but like what movie was this? I don't.
True, because there were no sequels.
Exactly. Yeah.
We have to share them at least once a podcast, guys. You know, you signed a contract. You guys know.
I don't know. What are your thoughts on the episode?
Not gonna lie, I thought the animation was actually the worst of the entire series. I did not like this animation style in any capacity. It looked like a poorly done sketch.
Yeah.
With like stop motion. It was really weird. But no, the ending was the most intriguing part. I must say, I enjoyed the Cheech and Chong characters. Goes from leave him to die, he's destined to die, finds out he's alive. Yo, bear hug my brother. What's up? It's all good.
I'm so glad you're alive.
I'm so glad you're alive now. It's all good.
Yeah.
The first half really wasn't all that interesting to me, but the second half really kicked it into overdrive. Me and Luca are literally sitting here going, did they just rip off Revenge of the Sith? Is that
they did.
We're literally just... Okay, cool. Like, he literally cuts her down and brings her back and goes dark side, and I'm like, why? Why would you end it with this? End it on the furry episode. Leave it on the furry episode.
Yeah. They should have, though, because that one has the most promise for a sequel, right?
Exactly.
That one has a cliffhanger ending, so like leave it on that. And if fans want more,
Disney
they can
hire
bring
us
it back for more.
Disney hire us. I will accept the salary of $1 a day.
I'm okay with that. It's better than nothing.
I'll put that on a resume. I worked for Disney.
Yeah.
And didn't up a trilogy.
Yeah.
Ryan Johnson, take notes. Sorry.
Yeah, I agree. I think it was... I understand what they're trying to do, and I like the different approach they took, especially with the ending, but it just didn't sit super well with me.
You don't get to have good guys win for like 8 episodes, and then the final episode have the bad guy win. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay.
See, at least when George had the bad guys win, it was in the middle of a trilogy, not at the end.
Yeah. Not only that, but we get to spend a lot more time with Anakin than we get to do with, what's his name? Tsubaki, I think?
Sure, let's go with that.
I think that's what his name is. Yeah. So, like
Zabaki?
Something like that. Like, we know he has a history of, I guess, giving into his emotions, like when he talks to his master, but then it kind of just all happens at once, and that's also because the time constraints and whatever.
Right.
So I can't really fault them for that.
Time constraint, 16 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. It was good. Anything else to?
Yeah, it was all right. Animation style wasn't my thing. First half of the episode was boring. Second half was just a ripoff, but. There are better episodes out there. But you know what? It's like I said to Luca, in all of these episodes, it's Star Wars. I'll always take more Star Wars content regardless of what it is. Well, until they piss me off too much. I'm just looking at Star Wars Visions has a 7.2 out of 10 on IMDb and a 96% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Really?
That's a really high score.
Yeah. Why such the big difference, though?
I don't know.
I think like some of the episodes might have dragged down some of the more well-received episodes, so it's just an overall mixed sort of thing. Okay, do you want to do a final ranking of all your episodes? Or do you want me to go first?
That's a toughie.
Do you want me to go first?
Or do you want to go for it. No, you can go for it.
Okay, so should I start with the bottom or the top?
Start with the bottom, work your way up.
Okay, so when I talked with you before, I thought that Akakiri was going to be my least favorite. And it still kind of is, but I think I might put Astro Boy as the worst.
Yes!
No, and okay, I don't even want to say the worst. Like, I appreciate the work and the passion and the quality of every one of these episodes.
He appreciates it, guys.
Yeah. It's just some of them didn't...
He's trying to stay in Disney's good books for now.
No, I don't care about Disney. I care about the people behind the studios behind the
you don't want to shed on people's hard work.
Yeah. That. So I appreciate it. It's just I like some of them more than others, and I think for me the TOB1 was my least favorite. Mm-hmm. After that, so that's number 9. Number 8 is Akakiri probably, which interestingly both of them are done by the same studio. So I don't know what that means about my biases towards that studio. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sure you're really cool, but like, just didn't cut it for me.
You didn't put your best foot forward on this one, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So okay, so number 9, Astro Boy. Number 8, Akakiri. Number 7, I think I'm gonna put as the twins. Yeah. I just didn't like it. Just didn't do anything for me. Like it was.
How does it feel to have shot Bambi's mom right in the face?
The twins.
You are a monster.
Watching the twins to me is like watching an episode of Dragon Ball Z. Honestly, it's like high octane 5-hour energy just being injected intravenously into my system. Like it's cool, but it's just like a lot of like screaming and lightsaber duels. And now she's got like spaghetti lightsabers.
Anakin versus Obi-Wan on Mustafar would like a word.
No, because where do they scream in that?
when Anakin leaps off the thing and screams as Obi-Wan cuts his limbs off.
No, that doesn't count. Okay, that doesn't count. Anyways, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. It just didn't do it for me. I just.
Or how about Anakin screams, "You will not take her from me."
That's not it. That's more of a.
He screams.
That's a heartfelt statement, is what it is.
So that's a lot of double standards here, but all right.
Okay, whatever. Fine, sure. I guess that was a scrape. I don't know. It just didn't. For me, it wasn't. I prefer the Mustafar duel
there are
over.
People like you which deserve.
Okay, no,
treatment.
but can you honestly say that what happens during the twins episode is the same as what happens during the Mustafar battle? Can you honestly say
No,
that?
of course not. Because we get 15 minutes with two characters, and I get 6 films with another one.
No, but not only that, but just in the way that the battle is done, right? These guys are.
Well, yeah, because one is like balls to the walls bonkers because they can with anime. You can't get away with the same things.
So you can't compare the two, right? I like the Mustafar duel for different reasons.
For the record, and people can go back in the stream and watch this after it's done. For the record, I only compared them because you called the twins fight, and I quote, high octane 5-hour energy being injected intravenously.
Yeah, and
that was literally the Mustafar fight.
I don't know. I don't get that when I see the Mustafar fight. I get much more high octane.
You don't get hyped and want to like pick up a broom and start swinging.
I do get hype, but there's a Goldilocks zone of hype. All right, like there's a Goldilocks zone of hype to be in, and if you exceed that too much, you just get into the realm where it's like the inverse ninja law, where if you have so many ninjas, none of them are cool because you just have a bunch of ninjas. It's the same thing here. You have so much action going on that you don't really care anymore. But I think Mustafar balanced it well. And some people would disagree with me. Some people would say that even the Mustafar battle was too much, right?
Yeah, but those people deserve to be sent to certain facilities.
I agree. But to me, they're not the same. You know, I think one did well with the other. And yeah, you can say it's an anime. You can say it's stylized. I agree. But at the end of the day, your enjoyment of every episode is your subjective enjoyment, right?
Yeah,
it's your opinion, right?
Art is subjective.
Yeah, it is.
All right, keep on with your ranking of Star Wars Vision episodes.
Okay, yeah, so Twins, number 7, just didn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
Number 6, Tatooine Rhapsody.
Okay, I can understand that.
It's good. It's middle of the pack, I guess. Well, I guess I'd be close to number 5.
End of the middle of the pack, yeah.
End of the middle of the pack. It was good. Liked it.
It's a thing.
It's a thing,
yeah.
Right? It's a thing. What's after that? After that, I think I'm gonna go with the Elder. Wait, hold up. Wait, okay.
Whoa!
Wait, okay.
I'm being stabbed in the heart right now.
Wait, okay, so number 9 was Astro Boy, right?
Yep.
Number 8 was Akakiri.
Yep.
Number 7
was the Twins.
Number 6 was Tatooine Rhapsody. Am I forgetting?
By the way, for those who are just joining now, we're literally ranking from worst episode to best episode, the Star Wars Vision stuff. So.
In our opinion, yeah.
In our opinion.
Okay, so number 6 is Tatooine Rhapsody. Yeah, number 5, I think I'm going to put it as The Elder.
Oh my god, there's just so much wrong with this. Okay, keep going. Elder,
Wait, hold on, okay. Wait, am I missing one? I'm so confused right now. I feel like I'm missing something, but...
No, I think you're doing fine. You're doing fine.
Yeah, so number 5 is The Elder.
Okay.
I liked it. I have nothing bad to say about it. I just didn't like it as much as the other ones. That's it.
Right. That's fair. That's fair.
I like it, just not as much as the other ones. That's literally the only reason it's there.
Right.
Okay, I have to be missing something. Okay,
no, I think you're fine.
Okay, fine.
I think you're good.
Okay, sorry.
Genuinely.
Okay, after that... this is tough.
He's thinking. Don't worry, guys.
Okay, my 4th and 3rd spots are very, very close.
Okay.
Like, very, very close. So, I don't know which one... I think for 4th... This is tough. I think for 4th place, I'm going to do Lop and Ocho. For 4th.
That's fine.
But it's very, very close to 3rd place. Like a micrometer off.
Okay.
Yeah, I really liked it. Like I said, I love the historical parallels. I love how they flesh out these characters. I like the bunny, Lop. She's cool.
Yep. Big fan of the furry.
Yeah, I like the robot too. The robot's always cute. Yeah, just good episode.
TD.
Cliffhanger ending. I do want to see more of it. So I do think if they're gonna make a sequel to any episode, it has to. Be
that one.
I think so.
I agree.
So that was number 4, I think.
And like Disney, if you're listening to this, which by the way, I'm not that much of a narcissist that think Disney's listening to this garbage. Make a sequel to Visions.
Yeah, Visions
Please.
2. Call it Seeing or something.
Visions from Beyond.
Yeah. Okay, number 3, The Village Bride.
Okay, I can accept that.
I love the animation style. Thought it was really good.
Yeah.
Music, loved it as well. Story was fine. You know, it's the typical Jedi saves the town from bandits.
Raiders.
Yeah, raiders who are led by a Sith-like figure.
Separatists,
sure, whatever.
droids.
Right, yeah. Liked it. Nothing, I can't really say anything bad about it. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Good episode. Number 2, for me, is going to be the Ninth Jedi. I really like the spin. I like the animation style. Not as much as The Village Bride, but I still like it. Still thought it was really good. Yeah, I like the twist. I like just how it's done. I don't know. Something about it is just vibed with me.
Right.
And I really enjoyed it. I like how the lightsabers change colors. I don't think they should make that canon, but I like it in this instance. I think it's cool. In a stylistic, frame of reference. I just thought really sweet episode. And then number 1 for me obviously has to be the duel. As a big fan
saw that coming a mile away.
Yeah, a big fan of like Kurosawa, samurai movies. This is just a love letter. Samurai Western sort of. This is just a love letter to that. Drifter walks into town. Again, the raiders led by the things. The townspeople ask the Drifter for help. He's like, okay, I'll do it. Fights them off. Drifts out at the end of the episode.
Leaves a red kyber crystal to some random kid or whatever.
Yeah. I actually really like the animation style in this one too.
Don't get consumed by the dark side.
Yeah. It's very stylized, but I like it. I like the stylized. It's very fluid for you wouldn't expect it to be like super like high frame rate fluid, but it is. And I liked it. It's monochromatic except for the lightsaber and the laser colors. So it's got that selective color, which I think is really awesome because it obviously draws the eye to what you're doing, right? Having a sort of like Sith Ronin sort of who hunts other Sith is cool.
Yeah.
And they actually have the book Star Wars Ronin that they released, which I haven't read it, but I heard it was good. I want to read it. So out of all these episodes, this is the only one that actually has a book written after it. So I mean, like that's pretty cool, right?
There you go.
Yeah, just this is what I wanted from Star Wars Visions, and it's what we got.
And it's delivered.
I'm super happy with that. Okay. Should I just resume? Should I go over it one more time?
Sure, go for it. One more time.
Okay, so Astro Boy, Akakiri, Tatooine Rhapsody, The Twins. What was after that? Lop and Ocho, Village Bride, Ninth Jedi, and The Duel. That's from worst to best, in my opinion. That's my ranking.
All right.
So let's see what Austin.
Okay, I'm gonna make this one quick. We are approaching the hour and a half mark.
No, you can take your time.
I know. I just want to make sure we're good. Okay, so no disagreement here. Worst one is Astro Boy. Sorry, I almost fell asleep during it. I'm not gonna lie. The actual episode is called TOB1, but we're calling it Astro Boy because he is. Mr. I Want to Be a Real Boy kind of thing. So I really didn't like that one. I thought it was kind of boring. Not really a big one. Second least favorite was Akakiri. I'm sorry, but the first half was boring and I didn't like the artistic style. And if I don't like what I'm looking at and you're an anime, we have a problem here. Okay? So that's that. The next one, I'm actually gonna... Now, this is where the big disagreements are gonna start coming up. Actually, no.
Time
it's
for
not.
the heretical thought.
Tatooine Rhapsody. That's the next one.
Okay.
I was telling Luca earlier after we were done watching everything, and I basically just said, it's a cute episode. We get Boba, we get Jabba, cool. But if this episode had never aired, I wouldn't have cared. Big luck, we miss it. I'm not that, up in arms about it. It's it is what it is. Then I think I'm going to go. I just gotta be honest. Ninth Jedi goes next.
Wow, really?
I did give this episode.
Pains me.
I did give this episode props for the medieval kind of feeling. I did enjoy that, but it just wasn't my favorite. It just wasn't. I don't like swamp colored lightsabers. That seemed weird to me. Just go with what works. Red, blue, green. There you go. And maybe purple if Samuel L. Jackson
green.
wants one. It's a color of swamps. You could go to Florida, ignite the lightsaber, chuck it in the water. You never find the lightsaber.
Yeah,
You never find it.
It's a security feature.
Oh god, yeah, Ninth Jedi. Sorry guys, wasn't a fan. Next, I'm actually gonna go the twins as better than Ninth Jedi.
Disagree, but
I like the twins. Good, though it felt too familiar. We've seen the whole, maybe not brother versus sister, but brother versus brother. They're obviously putting the spin on Luke and Leia, but dark side ability. Although he really isn't that dark side, so it's basically Luke and Leia, except Luke stays a good guy. I did like the whole. I'm not gonna lie, this is just nostalgia and just fangasming, but she becomes General Grievous. It's a fun time.
Yeah.
Except she has 6 arms. Wasn't a fan of the whole whip lightsaber.
The spaghetti lightsaber?
That turned me off a little bit, but as a whole, when you give me 2 characters that basically have a Darth Vader costume with the freezing of plasma bolts and, like, cloning experiments giving us, like, Force sensitives, that's dope. I enjoyed it. It was one of the episodes I had the most amount of apprehension for going into this series, so I enjoyed it. Next, now this one's definitely going to get me into some trouble. The duel.
Wow, okay.
The duel goes down.
No, I don't blame you, because it's definitely, what's the word?
The duel goes down.
It's
fun, it's engaging, but it's not my kind of Star Wars.
Yeah.
I get the whole, I know you like, because, you know, Samurai Western, all that, and it was fun watching that, and I did get to see a droid murder people again. I've missed that. Chopper and R2 come back to me, but yeah, it was just that. It was fun, good, but not great. Next, I'm probably gonna go The Elder.
okay.
Again, wasn't a big fan of the Jedi and the Master in it, but Old Man is an absolute star. He's brilliant. Love the red katana lightsabers. I loved how absolutely insane he was. I loved the whole thing. Some of the lines were really good. Animation style was really nice to me. Liked it. I kind of liked how playful the apprentice was to, like, the kids during the episode. So that was a nice little, hey, the Jedi aren't all like old men with, like, sticks at their asses. So that's kind of nice to see. So yeah, that's my thing. And then I think we have 2 more spots.
Is that right?
Yeah, we have 2 more spots. 2 more.
2 more. Okay.
2 more. I think I've covered them all. Yeah, I've covered them all. Next is going to be La Pinoco.
Okay.
Probably the most beautiful artistic style out of all of them. There's a really beautiful shot of the factory and the Star Destroyer right on top of it.
Right.
It looks really nice. It feels familiar to a sense. I liked the whole daughter versus father dynamic, which I felt like we didn't really get to see a whole lot in Star Wars, period. We know that, like, we've gotten son versus father. One of the things I've always wished we could get more in Star Wars was the relationship between Leia and Vader. I feel we missed out on that a lot. I get why, because this is Luke's story, not Leia's, but I feel that could have been more fun, and I liked finally getting to see father versus daughter in Star Wars. So that was nice. Furries MVP, Oko MVP. Sympathy for the Empire. Never thought I'd say that before.
MVP, that's for sure.
There you go. Quality stuff. But yeah, definitely my number 2. And my favorite episode of the entirety of Star Wars Visions is The Village Bride. Almost solely because of the soundtrack. It's that good.
That's fair.
It's beautifully written. Anime. I know I keep talking about the same kind of things, but I feel like it's kind of like the foundation of things. The animation style is very nice.
That's beautiful too.
I did like the whole connection to nature. It's a different way of viewing the Force. We have a lot of different ways. Is it a living thing? Is it a personification of good, bad, and the neutral? Is it a living, you know? Excuse me. Is it have a life of its own, or is it just like a nature thing? I think that's really cool. Because I know that one day we want to get into the discussion, which is like, what is the Force? Or what is balance? So we'll get into that another time. But yeah, Village Bride, number 1. Really liked it. And I think one of the things I liked about it the most, they didn't overuse their Jedi.
Yeah, that's true.
She pulls her lightsaber out once for 5 seconds, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's very much like the observer in the story.
Yeah.
I think that's a very good point you make.
I really because in all the other episodes, it's flashy. The lightsabers are out all the time. It's boom, 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 boom. Whereas this one's like build, 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 big payoff,
right.
Which I loved. I liked seeing the droids again, the Separatist stuff. That's cool to see. And yeah, I like the idea of the daughter basically taking it upon herself to sacrifice on behalf of her community. I'm a very big community guy.
She takes one for the team.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's a really noble thing. It's cool stuff. But yeah, so yeah, Village Bride, number 1. So let me see if I can go through this one more time. So yeah, number 9 was 9, right? Yeah, it was 9 episodes. Number 9 being Astro Boy or TOB1. Next is Akakiri. Next was, I think I said Tatooine Rhapsody. Then Ninth Jedi, then The Duel, then The Elder, then La Pinoco, then Village Bride. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so we definitely have the same opinions on the bottom 2. And then we just kind of go from... Then we all just like... divert.
Well, I don't think it's that bad.
No, it's not. Yeah. We have the disagreement on the Ninth Jedi and the twins, but...
Yeah. I think yours kind of flipped of mine, because mine goes like La Pinoco, and then Village Bride, and then Ninth Jedi and Duel, and then you take my bottom... Not bottom 2, the 2
your
under
top
that.
2, and I put them on my bottom. Yeah.
So that's fair. Everyone has different tastes, and that's
some of us are right. I'm kidding.
Okay, yeah, sure. That's some of us being me.
Kidding.
Yeah.
I'm not. No.
But the main takeaway is that they're all really well done. And
the studios that did these episodes, huge shout out to them. They did an amazing job. They brought us new Star Wars stories. Even though they're not canon, we'll probably never see these characters ever again. But the studios, hats off to you guys. Something you guys might not have known. When they first announced Star Wars Visions, I actually had no plan on watching them at all. I thought it was going to be a giant waste of time. Wasn't into it. Now, when the actual trailer dropped, I must have listened to that trailer music probably on repeat for 2 days. Amazing. Loved it. But yeah, I really liked Star Wars Visions. I really liked the cool stories we got. The studios did a fantastic job, all of them, from design to sound to writing to storyboard, all that good stuff. Yeah, that's just my take on everything.
I wholeheartedly agree.
There you go. Agreement to end the podcast. But yeah. On that note, guys, it is actually 12:15 a.m. where we are. So
wait, guys,
it's past
leave
midnight.
If you guys have seen all the episodes, or even if you've seen some of them, leave your rankings in the comments or on the Discord. That'd be nice to see.
Yes, and if you're not in Discord, send me a private message and I'll add you to the Discord. I don't know why I haven't added people, but if you're, watching this and following, you're not already in the Discord, hit me up on Twitch. Just send me a whisper and I'll add you in there. But yeah, Luca, any final thoughts?
Thanks for listening, and have a good Halloween, everyone.
Exactly.
Have fun and stay safe.
Exactly. Safety is a good thing. Not too much safety. Oh, fun's okay.
Fun is better. Fun is more important.
Fun is more important. Exactly. Eat lots of candy, please. But yeah. I will be streaming more often this week. I'll be streaming Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Maybe not the weekend. I have to wait for my weekend schedule, but definitely those. Basically every day except for Wednesday. We will be back with another episode of the podcast in 2 weeks. Where we will be discussing God knows what, because we're done with Visions, right? So, and then
we'll figure it out.
We have Book of Boba Fett at the end of December that we'll get to talk about eventually. So
that's in a month.
Exactly. Month and a half.
2 months.
Month and a half, 2 months.
Yeah.
It's fine. We'll get to it when we get to it.
Because it's at the very,
it's December 20th. It's
29th, I think.
29th?
I think it was.
New Year's.
I could be wrong.
New Year's stream. That's all we're
going
to do it.
It's something crazy like that.
Exactly. But yeah, on that note, guys, if you're watching this and you're not already followed, please hit that follow button on from a Twitch page, Imperial's Force, all lowercase, and feel free to check out our YouTube channel. Every single one of these episodes do get uploaded to YouTube. Same name of my Twitch page. If you're not already subscribed, go hit that subscribe button, and we will talk to you guys next time. Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.